What is up? Welcome back. This will be the spoiler review for Star Wars Heir to the Empire, Book 1 of the original Thrawn trilogy, which came out in 1992. I did the spoiler-free review a few days ago, but yes, this review I will talk about the plot more instead of talking about like vague things about the characters, which I did more in the spoiler-free review. And like I said in that review, the characters are overall good. I like them. The OG characters were done very well. And then the new characters added were either good or kind of just a preliminary setup for the next two books in the trilogy. So yes, characters good. Plot. For me, the plot felt a bit low stakes in this book. They teased the part with Sabaoth or Kaboth, however people pronounce it. They tease that he's going to like capture Luke or capture Leia, and Thrawn does do some capture attempts on them, which do feel high stakes. These capture attempts are pretty cool. They're done in this open market, the first one, which I thought was weird. I feel like they could have planned that out a bit better and maybe got them more isolated to do the capture attempts, or at least the Leia, Han, and Chewie. The second attempt was cool. They got like a fake Millennium Falcon to try to get Han and Leia. That was quite clever. And then at the end of the book, Leia ends up setting up a meeting with the attempted captures. And it's hinted at that they knew who Darth Vader was and they like Darth Vader. And Leia's the daughter of Darth Vader, so she might be able to use that in her negotiations, even though she was obviously not aligned with Vader. I guess the problem I had with these capturing, or like all these capturing attempts, is it felt like the characters were just trying to not get captured the entire movie. Like Leia goes and hides out on Kashyyyk. Sure, it's cool that we get to see where Chewbacca came from. And the world itself with the massive trees, awesome, phenomenal world building. But I kept asking myself, like, with what purpose are they here other than to not be captured? That was pretty high stakes, but not that exciting. The low stakes part was basically the rest of everything else. Like, Thrawn's big mission is to try to capture these ships from this, naval ship docking yard or whatever. And, like, little battles win wars, etc., etc. But it just feels like, an average size battle that Luke, Han, and Lando all just accidentally end up at. To me, from a motives perspective, Thrawn isn't a good character just because I'm not really sure exactly what his motives are. It just seems like kind of generic bad guy motives. Other than motives, Thrawn is a very good character, I think. Another thing about the plot where I was kind of on was it felt like generally all the characters were just following each other around, which is good because obviously if you follow around a broad set of characters who are on different sides, you want them to interact, but it felt like they never did things on their own. And I know there were some times when they did things on their own, but for the most part, it felt like, oh, Talon Card is on this planet. Let's go to this planet. Oh, this person is on this planet. And now, like, all three of these storylines are going to meet on Talon Card's planet. And it's just weird because Card doesn't really want anything to do with either the Empire or the New Republic. So he's basically just trying to stay out of both of their ways. But we don't actually see what he's doing. It feels like he's another character who doesn't really have a mission or... I mean, he has a motive. He wants, his good smuggling empire to be large and stuff, but we don't see him doing anything to achieve that motive. When we meet him, he already has a pretty large respected smuggling area and outpost. He's not, running into Luke when he's on this awesome heist mission. He's just like, oh, I found Luke now. And... oh, Thrawn's coming to my planet. Let's go say hi to him. And he's a good character. I like him a lot as a character, but And even though I'm kind of being fairly critical of the plot in this review, I do respect the setup for the next book's plots, and it seems like it's going to be more proactive. Sabayoth is going to somehow get in contact with Luke or Leia. Leia's going to go to the moon of Endor to have a diplomatic meeting and try to do, like, what Leia does. And then Card, his hand's kind of been forced to work with the New Republic. But yeah, I mean, if he works with the New Republic, he'll actually get like a smuggling mission to do rather than just chilling on his planet the entire book. And yeah, that is everything. Yeah, sure. Like, comment, subscribe. I will be doing reviews for this series, probably one a month. The next books won't have spoiler-free reviews, but I do remember reading this book, the series a while ago and liking it. I'd still recommend this series, I think. So if you don't know whether you should read the next books, I would recommend reading the next books. Yeah, so that's everything. Like, comment, subscribe. Bye.